No proportion stop. Shot! Scores! Coburg wins the RBC Cup!
This is the OJ Today. What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Basyovanszky. It is so great to have you on board for this week's program, and we've got tons of stuff to cover this week. Last Saturday was the final CHCH Game of the Week broadcast, coast to coast across Canada, and it was an East Division showdown between two of the league's most bitter rivals. Now, Trenton sat first in the division going into the contest, but Wellington has been hot on their heels lately, and they had closed the gap to just 4 points heading into this one. Duncan Memorial was absolutely rocking for the big contest. Highlights now brought to you by Instat. Instat is the official analytics supplier to the OJHL. And yeah, the stakes were high in this one. Just 4 points separating the clubs. The home side draws first blood.
Now Oiko plays this one off a shot and they score! Jake Campbell, power play goal, and the Trenton Golden Hawks take a 1-0 lead.
Campbell with the snipe, but 6 minutes later the Dukes equalize. The puck taking a funny bounce off the boards. Jackson Boyer right there to bang it home. 1-1, and the Dukes take the advantage. Jacob Vrugdenhill crushing the one-timer. Power play marker, 2-1 Wellington, but then
for Vrugdenhill taken away, and away goes Dalton Bancroft. Short-handed, in on goal, he scored! The captain buries it short-handed and ties the game at 2.
Yep, and this one needed overtime.
McIntosh centering pass, Morrow the save, and they score!
Jake Campbell, his second of the game, and what a way to finish off the CH broadcast schedule. 3-2 Hawks, the final. Brantford is in a life and death struggle for the last playoff spot in the West. This would not help its chances against Milton. Menace on the power play in the first. Andrew Horsley pouncing on the rebound, and it's 1-0 Milton. Then midway through the period, Lucas Buzial makes it 2-1 for the home side. Brantford does get on the board, but watch, it is a weird one. Off the stick of Milton's Alessandro Petrecchia. Ouch. In the second period.
Now back the other way, a 3-on-2 chance. Horsley leads the rush. Sims walks in, next move, Sims walking against goal! Oh my goodness! Ethan Sims! What a goal!
Sims with the sick dangles. It was all menace as they cruise to the 7-1 blowout win. Okay, this one was the primetime matchup Tuesday night. Milton taking on North Division leading Pickering. The Cats hit first. Miles Perry just kind of throwing it on goal. Why the heck not? And it goes 1-0 Pickering. 32 seconds later, though, Holden Rogers, just lethal this season for Milton. 30 goals on the year so far. That one ties it up. Second stanza, the home side gets back on top. Christos Rodis to Perry. He notches his second of the evening. 2-1 Pickering. Just one goal in the third, courtesy Andrew Horsley, who works for it. Shrugs off his man, rips the twine. Tie game. And yeah, this one needed overtime as well.
Pilasov has Hutton going to the net. Drops for Partridge. Back to Pilasov. Scores! I believe it was Jake Partridge at the side of the net.
What a game. Potentially that could be the conference final matchup in the Northwest come playoff time. Okay, hot shots. Listen up. If you think you've got what it takes to play in the OJ, here you go. Your chance, the OJHL Combine, to strut your stuff in front of all 22 OJ clubs. The 5th annual Combine is taking place between April 21st and the 24th at the Wave Sports Center in Burlington. There are spots for 132 players. You are guaranteed 3 games with real-time scoring, and go to ojhlcombines.ca to register. Players of the Month now brought to you by Warrior, the official hard goods supplier to the Ontario Junior Hockey League. And in the Northwest, Thomas Lenart of the Burlington Cougars gets the nod, and he had some great stats in the month. 21 points in 12 games, for the West Division leading Burlington Cougars. And in the Southeast, Tyler Fukakusa. What a month this guy had. He scored the most of any player in the OJ in February. 27 points in just 13 games for Tyler as the Junior Canadians continue to lead the South Division. So it's not surprising that his goaltender, Selby Warren, also of the Junior Canadians, is your goaltender of the month. And 6-2-0, 1.15 goals against average, and .952 save percentage as they are trying to hold off the hard-charging North York Rangers. Hey, welcome back to the OJ Today, everybody. You know, playing junior hockey is obviously a huge challenge, and not just on a competitive level. You got to manage your time as a player, as a student, and on top of that, you're just a teenager. You want to do teenager things and go out and enjoy your life. Well, Michael Kingo of the Georgetown Raiders has had all those responsibilities, plus he's been helping to run a remarkable charity that's been wholly embraced by both the Georgetown Raiders and the league. We've got more on that now. This segment is brought to you by Clean Quip. Clean Quip is the official disinfectant supplier to the OJHL.
The chat, 2-1 out of the breakaway. Here's that fire shot. Oh, what a beautiful save.
Saves like that by rookie goaltender Mikhail Kingo are a big reason why the Georgetown Raiders are in the thick of the playoff race in the West Division. But it's his contributions off the ice that have drawn even more attention. Mikhail is involved with the Angel Project, a charitable foundation started by his mother, Lizette.
My aunt actually works at a hospital in London, where I grew up, Strathroy. About 12, 13 years ago, my family really wasn't well off, but we decided for Christmas, instead of us getting gifts, we'd actually give our money to contribute to the patients there. That's kind of how it started, and then it just flourished from there and grew into an amazing organization.
The Angel Project is a not-for-profit organization that focuses on assisting patients in complex care.
So the thing about complex care patients is, for equipment, the government only gives 80% of the money towards equipment. So where are they supposed to get that other 20%? Say they need a $10,000 wheelchair, where are they going to get the other $2,000 to get the wheelchair? There have also been plenty of situations where we've had to actually buy iPads and things for these patients and give them a voice. So a lot of the time when they're paralyzed fully, they can't speak, they need special devices, which can be pretty expensive. We step in with the things they need, and we also step in to help give them things like toiletries. They're not given these basic necessities to make a living, and it's horrible. So we just try to step in any aspect that we can. Either it's buying a $2,000 wheelchair or it's buying a $1 toothbrush for them. It started off as when I was like 4 or 5 years old, going to the hospitals, delivering gifts with my mom. And through that, I kind of grew through a grassroots of really learning to care about these patients and forming a relationship with them.
By the age of 6, Mikhail was making bracelets to sell, donating the money to assist hospital patients. Over the years, his contributions have only grown. He arranges hockey tournaments to raise money for the Angel Project. Additionally, the Peterborough Pete's draftee has created a hockey equipment giveaway, helping to outfit young goaltenders with expensive items they might not otherwise be able to afford. Mikhail's coach with the Georgetown Raiders, Jeff Angelidis, can't say enough good things about the 17-year-old.
He's a phenomenal human being. He's a great person. He's a fierce competitor. He wants the net. He's continuing to practice his trade and getting extra work done. Phenomenal athlete, phenomenal person. I've said it numerous times. This young man has a bright future.
Kingo helped get the Raiders on board with his initiatives this season.
the whole team raised over $4,000 to get a therapy dog for one of the patients who actually just lost their dog. And it's a really cool environment in the room. The captains, being a rookie myself, it's kind of hard to pitch the idea that everyone brings in $100 to help out get this dog, but the captains, coaching staff really embraced it, and all the boys the next day came in with the money. And then we also had a game, a teddy bear toss, which funds went also to the Angel Project.
One huge source of pride for Kingo is that the Angel Project is run entirely by volunteers.
It's fully volunteer, and I think that's one thing that makes our charity pretty special. It's all run from the heart. It's not people doing it to make money, people doing it trying to make a career out of it. It's just everyone trying to help other people.
The organization has attracted the admiration of some big names in the hockey world, one of the biggest being Doug Gilmour, who along with his wife have become ambassadors to the program and good friends with the Kingo family.
Hi, I'm Doug Gilmour.
And I'm Sonia Gilmour. We are Angel Ambassadors, and now more than ever, we need your help.
I think my mom goes over to his house to meet Sonia and Doug like once a week now, to talk about things about the Angel Project, and just grown a friendship through that as well. And yeah, it's been really cool. He's really been able to get the word across, and it's been really good for the organization.
To help with the Angel Project through donations and to volunteer, you can head to its website at theangelproject.ca. For Mikhail, the knowledge that he's helping to make a difference in so many lives makes the time he puts in well worth it.
I know a lot of people love receiving gifts, but I think the power of giving is much more congratulating. Like it's a lot better feeling. I think it's just really taking the time and effort to put some work in, and I think that goes for every aspect of your life.
Markham gets on the puck. 2 seconds to go in for the score! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Markham wins!
Hey, welcome back to the OJ Today, everyone. And yeah, it's been an interesting season so far for the Markham Royals. And here today to talk to me about the way the season has gone thus far is the Royals head coach and general manager, Mike Galati. Mike, thanks for taking the time. How you doing, buddy?
Great. Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure to come on here.
Well, it's great to have you on, man. It's been a couple seasons at least since we've actually chatted with all that's been going on. But as I mentioned off the top, yeah, it's been an interesting season. Unique, I would say, for the Markham Royals. Looking at the standings, I mean, you guys, first of all, let's take a step back. You're typically one of, if not the top team in the North Division, always battling for division supremacy. This season, a bit of a younger squad. You guys are sort of tooth and nail right now fighting with Stouffville just to make the postseason. Just talk about the way that you feel the team has played up to this point.
Yeah, no, I think, obviously we're usually a team that's trying to fight and compete for the North Division. And this is a year where we're not. We're kind of fighting for our lives for a playoff spot right now with Stouffville. But hey, I mean, we're still in it, and we have a young team this year, which is something that we're not used to, but something that we're having fun doing, and we're enjoying watching these young guys get better, and excited for years to come here with these young guys we have.
Well, you've been led offensively this season by Matthew Percibali, who's far and away the leading scorer on the Royals up to this point. Talk about Matthew and his play this year.
Yeah, no, Matt's obviously a real high-end skilled player, and he's a kid we're relying upon a lot this year, more than in the years past. And there's a kid that came to us 2 years ago as a rookie, scored I think 16 goals. Will be back next year to be here with us for one more year. And we're excited and happy to see him develop and become that go-to guy.
Well, the Hyman family dynasty with the organization continues, and you've coached them all over the years, starting with Zach back with the Hamilton Red Wings well over a decade now. This year, it's Shane Hyman who's been named captain of the team and looking good. Talk about Shane and his performance so far.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's obviously becoming a real good player for us. With the age and with the ice time comes more responsibility, and he's taking that and kind of is running with it. So we're happy with his play and his leadership. Obviously coaching Zach and all the rest of the brothers, it kind of fitting that he's the last one, the youngest one, and the last one that'll come through the system. So it's nice to have him on the bench here, and guys laugh because there's been a few times that I call Zach instead of Shane, or and they look back at me and they're like, "Yeah, you wish, don't you?" So hey, they're all five of them are good kids, and I'm happy. It's been a pleasure to be a part of all five of their lives for sure.
So, Mike, I wanted to talk about goalkeeper Nicholas von Kaufman for a second, because, I mean, you guys having a sort of a tough one-loss record so far this season, his one-loss record as your number one goalie is obviously going to reflect that. But when we dig a little bit deeper and we look at his goals against average and his save percentage, I mean, Nicholas has actually had a tremendous season for you guys, hasn't he?
Yeah, you know what? The thing with this kid here, Nick's he gets better every game, and now he's become a guy that we feel real confident with playing, and he's given us a chance every night, and I think that's part of why we've kind of turned the corner here and are playing better. So.
Well, finally, Mike, as we talked about before, you've been battling tooth and nail with the Stouffville Spirit all season long for that final playoff spot in the North Division. You guys play each other twice more down the stretch. Just talk about that stretch run and what the final month of the regular season is going to be like for you guys.
Yeah, no, it's obviously as our season hasn't gone the way we wanted, but we're still in a spot here to be in the playoffs. And Stouffville, we've kind of gone back and forth. A couple weeks ago, we won a couple on the weekend, and we pull ahead and look at point streak at the end of the week, and I'm like, geez, they won as well. So every time we win, and pull ahead, they win as well and catch us, and vice versa. So yeah, we've got a few left against them. I think those games, the way the schedule looks, may decide who gets in. We got a back-to-back home and home on Thursday, Friday, and that could solidify it.
All right, Mike, that's all the time we've got for today, unfortunately. But seriously, man, great catching up with you again. Thanks for coming on, and good luck down the stretch this season.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me, and always a pleasure to come on here and chat.
Hey, welcome back to the OJ today. Last weekend may just have seen the best stretch of schedule in the league so far this season. Several division leaders went toe-to-toe, and maybe the biggest game of all was South Juggernaut, the Toronto Junior Canadians, hosting Eastern Power Trenton, a potential conference final matchup come playoff time. This one was a true clash of the Titans. Highlights now, and they're brought to you by Warrior. Warrior is the official hard goods supplier to the OJHL. And while they were two Titans, this one didn't end up being much of a clash after all. All Junior Canadians. First period, Tyler Fukakusa. Watch the wicked little snipe right there. Top shelf, and T.O. leads 1-0. Just one goal in the second. Christian Catalano going hard to the net. He will bang the rubber home, and it's 2-0 for the home side. They blow this puppy wide open in the third frame. Zev Podolsky, sweet moves, hard to the net, 3-0. Now the Hawks would get one back, but then Ben Van Watershoot is awarded a penalty shot, and it is a beauty.
Taylor out to greet him. Van Watershoot in, forehand back, and oh my goodness! Is that Van Watershoot or is that Pavel Datsyuk? I don't know.
Jaron Klingman, the awesome call. What happened in this one? The Hawks bring a knife to a gunfight and go down 6-1. It's a wonder the Canadians had anything in the tank for that game after this one the night before. It was crazy. First period, Matt Wild, 2 cracks at it. The second one goes, and it's 1-0 Canadians. 7 minutes later, he grabs his second off the pretty passing play, and 2-0 JRCs after 20 minutes of play. They just kept adding to it in the second. Christian Catalano, the power play marker, 3-0 JRCs. They would make it 4, but what's the old expression about not counting your chickens before they hatch? This is why. Sean Clark gets the Rangers on the board. The third was a nightmare for the JRCs. Total collapse. Max Donahoe cuts the deficit in half, 49 seconds into the period. A minute after that, Daniel Petrecchia, wicked snipe, and it was just a 1-goal game. You know what's coming, right? George Figueres, booyah. Tie game, and then the dagger Donahoe to Daniel Baldessara, and absolutely unreal. 5 unanswered goals by the Rangers. They come back and win it 5-4 and serve notice that the JRCs will not be running away with the division anytime soon. Okay, OJ leaders, brought to you by Nutrifarms, the official sponsor of the OJ's Championship Series. And as we look at the scoring leaders, Summers continues to lead the way. Bancroft hot on his heels. Tyler Fukukuza has made a huge push as of late. And Matt Zebedee is in 4th. Matthew Wild sits in 5th. A look at the standings. Southeast, the JRCs, North York, St. Mike's, and the Pats have all sewn up playoff spots in the South. In the East, Trenton on top, followed very closely behind by the Wellington Dukes. In the Northwest, Pickering leading the North, a healthy lead over second place Collingwood and third Aurora. In the West, Burlington leads second place Milton by 6 points. Plays of the week now brought to you by Troy. Troy is the official apparel provider to the Ontario Junior Hockey League.
Now Oiko plays this one off a shot, they score!
Horsley leads the rush. Sims walks in, nice move, Sims walks in against, goal! Oh my goodness! Ethan Sims, what a goal!
Pilasov has Hutton going to the net. Drops for Partridge. Back to Pilasov. Scores! The Panthers win it.
And over the line, Forster with a chance now scored.
Slides it up ahead for Podolski. Podolski coming in over the line. He'll take it towards the net. Forward to back, and oh, what a goal! Sam Podolski!
David Campbell leaves it for Vrugden. Hill taken away, and away goes Dalton Bancroft. Short-handed, in on goal, he scores!
Trying to force his way in. Sage gets it towards the net. Here goes Sage, backhand pass, shot. Oh, what a save by Talk!
Triadis coming in with a big hit as Fukakusa stayed on his feet. Clark across, and oh, what a stop by Triadi! Glove saves, big hits, and now a breakaway. Adam Barkley to the net. Stop by Westman, I don't believe it.
Shot off a body, bouncing back, in front, just scores! Peter Stoichevsky!
Taylor out to greet him. Van Watershoot in, forehand back, and oh my goodness! Is that Van Watershoot or is that Pavel Datsyuk? I don't know. The BVW.
And that is going to wrap up this week's show, but just a reminder, all throughout the regular season and into the playoffs, your source for all the latest on the OJHL is the league's official social media outlets. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.